Hey y'all, it's Andrea here at VW Family Farm. I want to make this video to show you guys some exciting things that are going on, but also as an informative video. If you have found this video and you're watching a heifer that is about to calve for the first time and you don't know the exact date, or maybe you do know the exact date, what are you watching for? So this is January. She is a Jersey, and we are watching her. She is going to calve any moment for the first time. Let me take you around here to the back side. I know this is a bit of an interesting view, but that is what we are watching. She is a first-time heifer. She is bagging up. You can see her udder has gone from small to it is now huge. Look at her back end, how swollen she is. It's very swollen. She is standing around mooing a lot. I'm thinking today is the day, but this udder and the swollen back end, that's been going on for a week to 2 weeks. She's also had discharge that will lose their mucus plug. That does not mean birth is imminent as in that day, but it does mean you're getting closer. So I'm going to take you guys along, hopefully through this process. I'm checking her 3 and 4 times a day, so I will keep you posted. Okay, we are progressing. I'm hoping today's the day. It has been several hours now. I don't know how well you guys can see. I'm going to try to zoom in. If she'll move her tail, you can see there is some discharge there. It's still clear, but I know exactly when this girl is due, and it's got to be soon. That's a better view. You can see it looks like she's just like scratching, cleaning, whatever, but she's acting like something's happening back there. And I mean, obviously they have no hands to reach back there. So see the way she's standing, very bow-legged, part because she's very full. But she is so full. This is the fullest she's been. She's just showing signs of labor to me. So I'm hopeful that today is the day. Basically, record keeping is life on a farm. Even if it's just a scratch pad and a piece of paper, and a pen that you keep with you in your farm vehicle or whatever the case may be, the better records that you have, the more successful you're going to be, honestly, because if you don't know what you're looking for as far as when your animals might be calving or whatever animal it might be, then it's just a shot in the dark, and you're just kind of hoping that you see the signs, hoping that you're available. But if you know when one, especially like this, a first-time heifer, is going to be calving, you can kind of plan around it. Hey, we're not taking a vacation that week because our first-time heifer is due, things like that. So keep up with it, whether it's AI, whether it is putting a bull with your cows. Even with that, you can tell when a cow is in heat. Educate yourself on what that looks like. And when you put your bull in, you can kind of tell when one's in heat. Mark it down 3 weeks later, see if they come back in heat. If not, more than likely they got bred that first time. So things like that. Start writing things down. Okay, it's the next morning. We came out here last night multiple times up until probably 11 o'clock or so. Nothing. But we knew it was imminent. So today is one day before she would be due, according to a cattle gestational table or calendar. Because she was AI'd, we knew exactly when she was due. That tells you how pretty accurate those are. And so like I said, she was AI'd and actually due tomorrow. Came out here this morning. I just had a feeling. That's why we checked so many times yesterday. Ben and I both just had a feeling. All the signs were there. The discharge yesterday, she was just so swollen. Her bag and her back end was so swollen. Looked like it just wasn't going to, her bag looked like it couldn't fill anymore, honestly. And lo and behold, Ben got up this morning and checked. So I already knew that there's a calf out here. I'm not going to try to fabricate some reaction. I was so excited. I was pretty sure when I woke up this morning, I was like, she's had it. This is it. But you never know a first-time heifer if they're going to have trouble. She did not. It's a little healthy calf. Let me show it to you. I'm gonna go ahead and just prepare you. The mom is out here right now. She is actually eating the afterbirth. Couple things, the afterbirth has things in it that she needs. They're good for her. They replenish things in her body. Another thing, it's instinct. It gets rid of that draw for predators and things. So it's nature. I know it may be gross to some, but it's just part of how it is. There's this sweet baby. What's he doing? You giving me the side eye? Say, I'm a little heifer. Whoop, whoop. Hey, see us? So, couple things. You want to make sure that it's nursing. So you can try to help that happen, or you can just watch and pay attention and make sure it happens. There'll be evidence if you don't see a bowel movement and a day or so goes by and they have a clean bottom, you better start making sure they've started nursing. So a lot of times if you do what he did, just rubbing their back, it'll stimulate them to get up. She's still wobbly. She's brand new.
She's still wet on her legs.
So it's gonna take a little bit. You may see them get up, stumble around and fall back down.
Come on. You heavy on the front end? Oh.
Whoop. We're not ready. But you do want to make sure they get up and not too long goes by that they're not trying to nurse and get some colostrum. And I don't think this baby's nursed yet, because if it can't stand, it's not gotten over there to nurse. So we're going to see if we can't get her over there while we're out here. Baby's first steps. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep that out of the picture. But she is smacking. I know y'all can hear it. Sorry. Okay, we are walking. Y'all are seeing this as it's happening. We had a vet tell us that, Ben, is it their joints or ligaments that are loose when they're born?
Yeah, they're ligaments.
They're ligaments. Anyway, those tighten up as they start. And look at this. She knows what to do. She's just got to work up to it. So it did get pretty cold here last night and the little baby's shivering. So Ben is just giving the mom some food so she'll stand still. And then we're going to try to push the baby over to her, just because the longer you go without the baby nursing, it's not like a danger right now, but they do get weaker and weaker. They need to eat pretty quick, and we just want to make sure it gets started. Okay, here we go. The position Ben just put it in, kind of parallel with her but facing the opposite way, that's its best chance of getting latched on.
Come on, girl. What are you gonna get?
Okay, it's probably been an hour, hour and a half, and things are changing out here. She's sore, but the baby's figured it out. That's a glorious sight when a first-time heifer has a baby on her own, unassisted, and then the baby's up and healthy and nursing on its own. We were just pushing it a little too much earlier. It just wasn't ready, wasn't strong enough to do that yet. So it is taking care of itself. One thing is, unless your calf has a problem, they come with the instinct of knowing how to nurse. You don't have to teach them. Some of them, yes, you have to point in the right direction, but they know how to do it. And especially if it happens in, you know, the first few hours, they're getting their legs under them, but they're not weak. Now they will get weak and get down the longer they go without nursing. So you do need to keep an eye on it. Did want to mention a baby calf's first bowel movement is going to be thick. A lot of times it's going to be bright yellow. And then if they're nursing, it will get thinner and lighter in color, not runny by any means, but it won't be the thick. The first bowel movement almost is just like stuck right there because it's so thick and goopy and gross looking. But after that, it should get a little thinner to where it goes on and falls off on the ground, for lack of a better description. But if you're not seeing bowel movements and you're not seeing them, you know, urinate, then you better be paying close attention, because the calf will go down quickly on you. And things can happen even if you have a great mom. If she has had a bug bite on her teats and they've scarred over, she may look like she has a lot of milk and she may not actually have any milk at all that the baby can get to. So just beware, just be watching. So mom is laid down, she's gonna get back up. But one way you can know there's milk is when they get full. Like I've been watching her, it's been dripping from the mom. Sometimes it'll stream out of there because she's so full. So when that happens, you know that quarter is good. I've actually already checked this cow's 4 quarters because she is going to be a milk cow. You can see that baby down there trying to latch back on. She knows what she's doing. When you're gonna have to pay a lot of attention is when it's a beef cow and it's just out in the pasture. Like I said, I've checked this cow's quarters. I'm confident she's fine. But when you're not able to get up close enough to them like this, you may have to put them up in a chute to hold them still and check it. You may have to look for other signs, like I said, of the milk dripping or colostrum at this point. So colostrum is that first milk. It's thick. It is very yellow. It's not, some people do drink it. Some people take it in supplement form. So I'm not going to say people don't drink it, but it's not generally what people drink. And so the baby needs that. That's what you need to make sure the baby's getting for immunity and all that. If you're buying a baby calf, you probably want to ask, did they have colostrum? Things like that. So this has had a happy ending. I hope that it's brought you a smile. I hope it might have taught you something. You know, if you're ever in the situation watching for a mom to have a calf, whether it's a first-time heifer or whether she's had 5 of them, there's signs, and the more you are around cattle, you'll figure those out. But it's always nice to have someone share with you, hey, this is what I'm seeing and this is my clues. So, you know, you can take those and implement them. We can all learn from each other. I'll see you guys on the next video. I thank you for hanging around here and being part of our farm family. Thank you for watching this video and meeting the newest member of the VW Farm fam. I'm actually thinking about naming her either Holly or something along those lines, since it is here almost Christmas. I'll keep you guys posted on that. She is a registered little A2 Jersey heifer. So that's the direction we're going with our milk cows. If you're unfamiliar with A2, look that up. It is the most highly digestible form of milk that there is, and Jerseys have a high percentage of being A2. Not all of them are. I'll also try to do a video soon on how I found out if mine were A2 or not, because not all of them are. It couldn't have been simpler, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Anybody can do it. You can send a sample off and test your cows if you want. So watch for that coming up, and I will see you guys on the next one. God bless.